We're good to start then. I see everybody in here. Alrighty. Thank you everybody for joining me here on our second Adventure League session for IGC. This one will be known as the Temple of the Nine Suns. I'm joined here today by Azur, Ryukin, Megabyte, Wintertide, and Thuzzle. So we have a good little cast here. And everyone's playing the characters they were playing before because Megabyte reincarnated.
Not my fault I died.
It's my fault.
I mean, technically, it was my fault. If I'd killed things faster, it wouldn't have happened.
I like too much like a chew toy.
I'm not guilty about it.
Doesn't feel bad.
Pebble enjoyed it so much that he signed up for TOA to get some more.
Mm.
I'm just joking.
Well, first off, I get to announce because Atherin's not here that our competition poll thing for our town name went. Looks like our town is going to be named Sorrence, and our guild is the Lions of Linnea. So that's awkward because Linnea was a town name that we didn't pick, but we're still the Lions.
Maybe it's the region name. Who knows?
It could be a
How was that
princess.
even? How was that decided?
My
Uh,
vote.
yeah, there was a post put up in the Adventure League channel, pinged
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, I know that. I know about the to call for names, but how was it actually decided?
Another post was put up that had all the options which people could vote on.
Oh, I see. So apparently, I didn't see that because I didn't get to vote, but mine got chosen anyway.
That's the cool thing about voting. You don't have to vote for yourself to win.
So we're good with that. You can enjoy those names, and those will get proliferated throughout as other games are held in our adventure. So to get down to business for tonight's session, given the wibbly wobbly timey wiminess of Adventure League, we're not picking up right where we left off. We're just gonna have us. Uh, you guys have been doing your Adventure League stuff. You've been being good heroes, integrating into the town, that kind of thing. And you are approached or summoned by one of the local lords of the area, a very greedy, corrupt, mustache twirly type of baron who'd been looking into some of the archives and realizing that there's this monastery up in the mountains that hasn't paid taxes in like 200 years, and he's kind of pissed about it. So he's called you up together to go and investigate. He sent several battalions of soldiers, and they've all come back, empty-handed, unable to get in and get anyone responsible to make them pay their back taxes. Uh, so this is where you professional heroes have been called, and you will hopefully have success where rank and file soldiers have not.
Cheer up, we're government employees now, lads.
Ho ho! I've written the instructions on the board. See? Taxes! And we are going to get them from those riffraff.
That's wonderful.
Not sure how I feel about this.
So you all have gotten together and made your way towards the region that was specified by the Lord. You're in a very remote area. You've traveled pretty far from your home base in Sorrence. There's tall mountains all around you. You're deep within the chain now, and you find cliffs and very little civilization out here. But you're following a path that has seemingly been laid out many hundreds of years ago, and as you eventually follow it, finding signs here and there of recent occupation, you'll come to a colossal set of gates, easily as big as some buildings you've seen. You can't imagine what kind of creature would need a gate that big, and they are sealed absolutely shut tight.
Knock, knock, knock.
The little gnome, who is deeply outsized by these gates, comes up and knocks, and there is not an immediate response.
Maybe we should knock louder.
Knock, knock, knock!
Hold on, hold on. Just look for a smaller door, maybe. And Mila will start to try and investigate the door to see if there's anything to open it or get through without opening the entire thing.
Let's have you make an investigation check.
Righto?
Oh, geez. As you bend down and are looking around, more at normal person height, you don't see any kind of handle or cat door or something like that, but you will notice lots of symbols and inscription set into the doorway. What languages do you read?
I speak Celestial, Sylvan, and Common.
Celestial will do it, as you find many pictograms of sunbursts, many of them, 9 of them perhaps even. And as you are reading through, there's a pretty simple instruction for any who seek entrance into the monastery to ask to be tried.
Asked to be what now?
Ask to be tried. You get the picture that these doors don't open unless you're agreeing to let yourself be put to the trial.
Oh my. I relayed all the information to the group and say, I guess we don't have a choice.
Seems
If
a
we-
bit arbitrary, if you ask me.
There's always a choice.
I mean, we could go home, but where's the fun in that?
Do you offer yourselves for their judgment?
I do.
Does anyone object, just for checking?
I object in principle, but not in action.
That will be noted on your file.
Only one can judge, and it is the deity I currently worship that I don't quite know. It's probably not on my sheet here.
Which god was it I worship again? Let me check my notes.
Check
I
my notes.
knew
There's
it,
so
but-
many of these gods.
Beelzebub?
Oops, wrong one.
Asmodeus, Beelzebub, going through the alphabet.
It's probably Iomde because paladin deities. Here we
As you have consented, the sunburst symbols that are at the door begin to glow. The door doesn't open, but you all find yourselves being consumed in bright light, and the next thing you know, as you open your eyes and can see again, you're inside a courtyard in the middle of a very scenic kind of mountain valley. It's very lack of civilization, fog everywhere. There's stone terraces flittering all throughout the valley, but it's very, very empty. You don't see anybody in the training grounds watching you from the terraces, except for one figure who is immediately in front of you in this entrance area. A semi-tall, older-looking monk who for whatever reason, seems drained of color and is monochrome from the tip of his head to the bottom of his feet.
Now, you see that's not right.
Is he alive?
No,
I-
you see, this is just what television looked like back then. It's fine.
What is what?
I assure you that I am very much alive, although I do not know what television is.
But I'm gonna do. I want to do a medicine check.
You're gonna what now?
A medicine check. 'Cause I doubt that he is alive. That is my doubt.
Alright, let's see. You look over at him and you're doing your best to inspect him. He doesn't have any notable signs of like injury or anything like that, but as you look at him, his chest isn't moving up and down. He's not breathing. He's barely at all blinking. He's not having any of the signs of life either.
Can I open up my divine sense to see if he's undead?
I will say yes. Let me pull that up.
Shabam.
There you go.
Yes, alright. So you reach out your senses and let's see, this isn't a 6 mile one, no 60.
No, it's just 60 feet.
Yeah, as you extend your senses out, you notice that except for your companions immediately around you, there is no other being anywhere within that 60 feet at all. Not even the figure in front of you.
I'm just gonna start scratching my head. Well, probably some sort of magic. But this person right here does not exist.
You think it's some sort of illusion? I know how to deal with that. And Mila begins to try and think his way out of the.
I'm gonna pop up detect magic, which I can do at will now.
Alright, what did you specifically want to do, Thus?
Specifically, I wanted to make a check to resist illusion, which is what, an intelligence check? Or insight, I believe it's insight.
You can...
Illusions are usually intelligence.
Yeah, so just straight intelligence, probably. But it's up to the DM. Or is it in save?
I'm looking
It's
at...
an insight check versus the spell save DC, usually, if that's what it even is.
Yeah, I'm looking at a spell here, and it's just, yeah, insight or intelligence investigation.
I could do investigation. Or not.
You're a fairly educated man, and you do your best to try and steal your mind and try and make sure that the world in front of you is what you are perceiving with your senses. You don't feel any influence of illusion on you. You don't see through.
Nope. It's not an illusion. I
Uh,
must be going crazy.
Azur, as you open your detect magic, your invocation from your world, you look at the figure, and there is not a very powerful presence of magic at all, but there's an extremely small trace of one, like the barest hue in the figure, and it is necromancy.
I will alert the party. I believe there's some necromantic magic at work here.
Well, if You are all done interrogating me and questioning my existence here. I believed you opened yourselves up for the trials of my temple, did you not?
Who are you?
I am the master of this temple, Master Longguao. You would be well to address me with respect.
Oh, forgive me.
Oh yes, Master Long Wow, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. We are here to collect several back taxes, and he's just gonna start shuffling out some papers. Just a few minor things of important, just some things to go over, if you wouldn't mind.
You see, your monastery does not. How do I say this gently? It's not a religion. You can't be tax exempt.
You are all saying this, and the master, his eyes close, his head shakes, he huffs. Even though he doesn't breathe, he still manages to huff. He holds his hand up just in a dismissive nature. I understand that you wish to speak with me. There have been many that have come in recent weeks. Unfortunately, I cannot give you the time you desire until you have proven yourselves. Only acolytes of the temple may speak with the master.
I'm gonna kind of bring everyone into a huddle. Hey guys, are we allowed to do this? Are we paid to do this? Can we do this?
I think we can. Whatever we need to do to grease the wheels of bureaucracy.
I'm going to lean out of the huddle and turn to the master and say, what sort of benefits do we get for becoming acolytes?
His hands will spread out in a wide beckoning motion and draw your eye to this vast valley behind you. We have not had many acolytes in quite some time, but this temple ground shall be yours, if you desire.
Okie dokie.
Acquisition of property. Maybe we could file that under.
Well, now, consider this, though. We're here to collect taxes. If we inherit this property, does that mean we have to pay all the back taxes ourselves?
No, you see, there's a special type of lien for that. We won't have to worry about that too much as long as we do the paperwork.
Yeah. I think we can sort that out. I think our main goal right now is to proceed forward, talk with this master, so that we can obtain these back taxes.
Yes, do the
I
trials.
have no interest in property.
Can anyone who's interested make me a perception check?
Interested in
In
becoming an
doing so.
acolyte? Okay.
In doing so, just in if your character is actively looking out for something. Pebble, you see as your companions are kind of squabbling and chattering amongst themselves that Longguao is just sinking deeper upon himself, creases furrowing his brow. My, the people have become senile in the absence of our order.
Yes, we have.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'm ready for your trials.
At that, he'll perk up. Well, you may not know what it is you ask for. You see, to become an acolyte of the Nine Suns, you must prove yourself to have both the body, mind, and heart of a warrior. We cannot let you pass until you have proven yourselves in these 3 men.
I think I can do that. So where shall I find this warrior? I'm just kidding, I'm kidding.
May I ask a single question, Master?
You have asked many already, but you may ask one more.
He kind of puts his hand up. Yes. Sorry. Right. May I inquire as to the nature of the name, the Temple of the Nine Suns? What are these 9 suns?
During the golden age of my temple, there were 9 masters here. There were 9 terraces in this valley, and each master performed their ritual dances every day. They say that during this golden age, that when the 9 masters were practicing together, it was so brilliant it was as if 9 different suns were shining this low in the sky.
Ah, yes, I see. Thank you for the information, Master. I am ready for your trials.
Follow-up question. If we inherit this place, are we going to be expected to dance?
Dancing is
Yeah.
a metaphorical word, but you might find yourselves invited.
You can dance if you want to. Leave no friend.
Is there any other hesitation among you, or are you all prepared?
I'm ready.
Very well. Let the trial of the heart begin. And the master will raise a foot, smack it upon the ground, and the very floor opens up under you, and you fall into black.
Bah!
Calm down, it's just a sequence change.
Jeez, from afar, Master Longual looked like he was nothing but like skin and bones.
At first I thought he was a ghoul.
Yeah.
As you fall into darkness, and you continue to fall really deeply. If this was a physical reality, you're sure you would be miles underground. As you once again open your eyes and light comes into it, you find yourself in an underground cavern type area, stone all around you. Directly in front of you is a pedestal carved with many runes, and the master stands upon it, waiting for you all to come to consciousness.
What now?
You have survived the transition into your own minds. This is good. What you see before you is a manifestation of your inner darkness. You must cleanse it and prove yourself to be above it. I will leave you now. Come, read the tablet, and it will show you the way to your salvation.
Better not be any dirty shaws up in here.
I'm gonna pull out a torch and light it up since I can't see shit.
Alright, what is the range of that light?
Let me check.
I believe normal torches are 20/20.
Yeah, 2020.
Did that work right for you?
Yep.
And did anyone else have any light-related things real quick?
I have dark vision 60 foot.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I should have fixed everyone that has dark vision.
It's about 40 to 45. Should be able to see about here.
You won't be able to see through walls.
That's a wall.
Okay, so if that's everything for everybody, as you approach the area where the master disappears, you do see like I said, the pedestal carved over with runes. Azur, you took the thing that lets you read any language, right?
Yes, it did.
So the other compare their language skills and put them all together, but thanks to you can read it all together, so I'm going to show this to everybody. Okay, if everyone goes to their journals, they should be able to see a handout from.
Ooh, a puzzle.
can't make heads or tails of it.
1 second. So, Thuzzle, you're lighting your lantern.
Correct.
Okay,
Thank
did
you.
that work for you?
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to see the handout, and if you scroll down, I do have it translated there for you. Thanks to that'll be Gideon helping you guys translate the many different languages that are on this tab.
Yo, welcome, lads.
Thank you. Oh, what a mishmash.
As he moves over and translates it, the text that is there is everything but these extremely weird symbols. As you feel over those, they're each in a different language: celestial, primordial, giant, and they're different words that means directions. The first line, for instance, is northeast. The second, southwest. Then northwest, and southeast.
Relay that to the group. Perhaps there's words in those directions that we can find to fill in the blanks.
Mila will go southeast.
Let's see. Give me 1 sec. How about we roll initiative now?
Aye.
Why would we roll initiative if we're not in combat? Wink, wink.
Well, it's also a nice way to take care of turns when everyone splits up to the various corners of the earth and dies.
How the hell do you get a 12.14?
It's the tiebreaker.
It uses your dexterity score.
I hope I roll better than I did last time. Gee.
See, it's already doing its magic.
Still need one from Ryukin.
And that's why you use the tiebreaker.
So looks like we're starting off with Gideon.
I'm gonna head off towards the first glowing torch that caught my eye. I'm guessing it's a torch of some kind. It's giving off a dim light there off to the direct west of me, I guess, if we're going by cardinal direction.
Yeah, for the record, just for all of the maps here, I'm just treating, up, down, left, right as the normal direction.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move freely. As you depart from your companions and begin to move towards this wall, you see that there's many different kind of alcoves and little small caves that are set into this broader area. Immediately in front of you, you see one of these such cave that's just full of rubble in the back, and there's a torch nearly half buried by it, but still burning very dimly on the ground. There's a ledge there that's kind of a step down, so you have to kind of sink down, take a step down into that area to interact with it, but that's what's in front of you.
I'm gonna pop up Mage Hand and just see if I can wedge that loose. I think I have the range on Mage Hand.
Let me see, 1 second.
Oh yeah, you got it. 30 exact.
But if it requires more than 10 pounds of force to wedge loose, then it will not work.
So you should be able to control that now.
You lucky son of a gun.
I can't control it now.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Now can you?
Yes.
All right. So your magical hand reaches forward and plucks the torch out and pulls. Like I said, it's a little bit buried from some of the smaller pebbles, but as it comes free, you pull it back towards you. Um, the light completely undisturbed. This torch just seems to burn no matter what. As it moves away, as you look into the hole that was left behind slightly, you do see a flicker of movement.
I am going to douse my. I don't know if I can do this within like turn order stuff with what I've already done, but if I can, I'm going to douse my own torch and pull out my staff and shield.
Noted.
And that's probably it for my turn. If I can shout a warning to the others that I've seen movement, I will do so.
Did that fix your light situation?
Yes,
I
it
just
did.
stupid browser. Okay. The tab
You need
crashed.
something, Wintertide?
My tab crashed. I was like, nothing's moving on here. I'm like, why? And then I move over and crash.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Ryukin, it is your turn now.
I think I'm just gonna stay these guys in case anything starts running out of the darkness towards us. So that's kind of my job, is to stay and protect these squishies.
All right, so you will pass your turn. Are you back in Wintertide?
Yeah. I want to stealthily move to where he said he thought he saw something.
Alrighty. Roll the stealth and go ahead and move. You come closer to this area and you see the same thing that he did up here. As you look down here, you do see, however, an impenetrable wall of rocks. Rubble has just kind of collapsed, and you can kind of see through it in certain places, but there's no easy getting through this barrier.
I touch it.
It's a loose rock. It's, some of them are big, some are small, and just kind of they've trickled down the wall at your
Does it look like you could like move easily enough to get through?
It would definitely take you a fair amount of time, especially if you're just moving it with your hands, but you could eventually.
Okay, I guess that's my turn.
That's all from you.
I mean, do I see anything? I mean, can I look closer and see if I...
Looking through there, you just see a lot of darkness with some pinpricks of light in the distance. Mila, it is your turn.
Me will head over 30 feet into this area, noticing the torches below him. Does it look like it's an exit or just a lit area with 2 torches?
You don't see enough to notice an exit. You do see the light. However, as you start to get closer here, hopefully the map's not terrible at displaying it, but some of this white stuff is spider webbing, and it's thick and all over the floor in this area.
Oh no, that's not good. And I'll take my action to cast Mage Armor and not shout back to people. And that seems dangerous.
All right, Pebble, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna go right behind Mila and keep an eye out. How do you say? Ready an attack, just in case.
All right, noted. And let's see, which particular attack would you say you're holding if something were to show up?
Poison spray. Cantrip.
All right, noted. So you are preparing to cast a poison spray if something were to pop out at Gideon. It is your turn once again.
Okay, can I just scout that same area where I was looking before, where I saw movement, and see if I see it again?
Yeah, make me an investigation check.
Probably not.
You look at the rubble, and it's kind of like the wall back there. There's some big, some small. There's gaps. You do see some darkness in there. There might be a shuffle of movement from time to time, or it might be inky blackness.
Just to see if I get any kind of reaction out of it, I am going to fire off an Eldritch Blast into the rocks.
Let me see the attack roll just for science.
Sure.
You point with your staff, and the beam of energy shoots out of it and smashes into the rocks. It's maybe not exactly where you were aiming for, but I mean, it's a pile of rocks. It's not terribly hard. As soon as you do hit it, though, you start to hear a disturbance that you didn't really hear before, as the movement becomes more pronounced, and then suddenly it's there before you could even expect it to be. As two long coiling serpents slither out from underneath the pile and appear in this little divot area.
Okay, I will shout a warning to the others that we have company, and that's all I can do on that turn.
They're going to take their action right after you because they were disturbed. They're both going to slither up, kind of sticking to the cliff ledge and coming up over the divot. That's kind of not normal snake behavior, but whatever. As they both come up and they're hissing and spitting at you, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving. They both rear up and they pop their fangs at you, and their features are kind of terrifying. Again, these are not necessarily super garden variety snakes. If you were a lesser man, you might have turned in fear, but you kind of stomach it and stand your. Kovash, it is your turn, and you have heard the noise and shouting from behind.
I'm going to move up and I guess attack the first one. It's right here.
All right, you may do so.
Can I move up stealthily?
I'm gonna keep your previous stealth roll. You can go ahead. We'll see what happens as you.
And I want to strike it.
Can't
Look-
see your attack
Let's go-
yet.
I was going to look something up in the book. Okay. I'll hit it with a quarter. No, short sword. Let's see. Yeah, quarter staff. Let's see. And I will go ahead and spend a key point to hit. Well, first let's see what happens.
That will definitely connect, so go ahead and roll the damage. Now roll an additional 1d6.
Why roll an additional 1d6?
Because I'm giving you a pseudo sneak attack as you kind of cling to the wall back here. You shimmy along, building into the darkness, and the snake's not even looking at you as you thwack it in the back of the head with your quarterstaff. Dealing a total of 16 damage and immediately taking the snake.
Taking the snake. What?
Taking the snake out. You hit him in the
Okay.
back of the head. He crumples to the ground and lies.
And then I want to move up to this, and I'm going to use a key point to do 2 unarmed attacks.
Roll 'em. This one did notice the death of its friend, though, so no sneak attack. The first will miss, the second will hit. 7 damage. Ryukin, it is now your turn.
Seeing these snakes pop up and seeing my my buddy pal chum Kovash, starting to take him out, I step up to Gideon. I say, "You all right? They get you?"
Nah, I'm fine, mate.
Right. Defensive stance. Dodge. Ah! And that's my turn.
Alright, so you're dodging. Okay. Mila, it is your turn.
Mila is thinking about the situation long and hard. And he starts mumbling under his breath words like venom, poison, corruption, trying to think of the poem over and over as he puts his hooded lantern into 5-5 and takes a dash action northward.
Alright, so you turn tail and hightail it out of there.
I'm exploring more of the cavern.
So as you move up, your light should allow you to see. Back in this corner, there's yet another one of these torches, barely lit, but ever burning. Back against the cavern wall, however, there's some holes, slits in the back wall that are just pitch black inside. Even as your light source gets closer, it doesn't pierce it. They are an infinite wall of midnight.
Well, that's not good. And that should end my turn.
Pebble, you were left behind at the spider web.
Don't leave me!
My light should be 5-5, sorry.
Your light's down to 5-5.
I still have a large vision range. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever. There it is. Thank you.
And that poison spray that I'm saving, I'm still saving it, just in case.
Alrighty. Gideon, it is back to your turn.
Okay, let's hope I have better luck on my Eldritch Blast roll this time around. Slightly. Probably not enough.
No, unfortunately, you resisted the inclination to turn tail and run, but that snake is still getting to you a bit. And as you point and try to just blast that thing off the face of the earth, your shot kind of goes wide.
Okay, I'm just gonna move a little bit away and so that we're not all clumped up.
No, you fool, stay close!
All right, so that's all your turn.
Yes.
Now, the snake sees its prey starting to get away. However, it's kind of mad at the monk that just killed its one companion, so it's going to turn and make an attack against you,
Okay.
I'm assuming 20 hits.
Yes, it does.
Not good.
Let me see here.
You watch as the snake turns its head towards you and it lunges. Its fangs manage to catch you even though you try to pull back in the side. As it bites you, it vanishes. It becomes darkness, physical darkness, and it sinks into your side as it hits you. Roll 1 hit die for me. Or don't waste your hit die, but roll a dice equal to your hit die size. Okay, so your maximum and current hit points are reduced by 4. Ryukin, it is your turn.
No saving throw?
Nope, you got hit. Still on mute, man?
Yeah, that figures. Seeing Kovash get hit, I'm gonna kind of sidle up to him here and say, "Are you hurt? Do you need aid?" Kovash.
Well, it's not my turn. I can't say anything.
You can speak out of turn.
I don't. What do I see? Do I just see just pure darkness? Is the surrounding me?
As the snake bit you, you felt fangs pierce your skin, and then it was as if the snake went inside.
I don't know what I feel.
Well, shoot. I'm going to, shoot. I'm gonna try using lay on hands. I'm gonna give him 1. See if maybe that'll convince the snake to leave him.
You reach out and you channel the holy power that is yours to command as a paladin, and you try to restore health to him. Kovash, you feel the rush of warmth. You should feel better, but you don't. You feel like you're like 90%, maybe even 80% of the person you normally are. You're not injured, you just feel like less of yourself.
Curses. My healing is ineffective. I'm just gonna be wary for if it pops up again.
Noted. And we will move on to Mila.
I think Mila is going to try and cast mage hand, and I want to rummage around in the darkness with the mage hand, see if it brings anything out. Really agitate him.
Just for science, which of I think you should see two caves there. Which of the two are you going to run in?
Furthest from me.
All right. Make me an investigation check with advantage.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. You use your magic, and similar to another scene happening in this complex at the same time, you send the magic hand forward into the darkness. It's not as deep as you might have expected. There's almost nothing there. Your hand completely disappears from sight, but it's as if the cavern stops right there, and it latches onto something. And as you pull the hand back, it has a small tablet with writing on it, but something comes with it.
Is it a friendly spider?
Out from the darkness, clutching the tablet, kind of struggling against your hand, both of them have a grasp on it. There's a body, dead and withered, wrapped in bandages, but wearing armor that you might recognize from the town, Sorens, that you guys have recently made your...
Master, is that you?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're here for the trials. Can I have that tablet?
It kind of... I'm not going to do a zombie groan on Mike, but it does a zombie groan.
I apologize.
To quote from Resident Evil 2, yo!
Basically, yeah.
I don't want to attack it just yet. So that will end my turn as I move 30 feet away.
All right.
I'm gonna go AFK for just a few minutes.
Leaving Pebble in the darkness. Sorry, Pebble.
Don't leave me!
Pebble, it is your turn. Now, can you see that, with your dark vision? Can you see the creature?
You mean the little funny happy guy that's smiling with a nice grin? Yes, I see him.
So yeah, you are aware that this creature has come out of the darkness.
Well, I wouldn't call him a creature. I could call him a friend if I want to.
Buddy old pal.
But I'm just gonna hightail it out of here. Don't leave me, friend.
You want to take a dash, or are you still going to hold that action?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash it. Get all the way over here.
Alright. Anything else from you, Pebble?
Shalele. No, wait, I can't do that. Nope.
Why
You
couldn't you
could.
use a bonus action?
What can I hit it with? I thought it was an attack.
Shillelagh enchants one of your weapons, so it just makes that quarterstaff better for the next minute.
Well then, let's make that.
So as a bonus action, you empower the quarterstaff in your hand, and it is now magical as we turn to get...
I'm assuming we may have heard the commotion up north.
You do, as you continue to hear agitated movement from the pile near you.
In the distance, you hear, "Don't leave me!"
I will ignore the Counter-Strike hostage for a moment and go ahead and approach the cliff edge.
Make me an Let's do an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, jeez. Now that you've had a chance to kind of focus, calm down, or maybe it's the agitation that's made your eyes focus harder, you can see that within this pile of rocks beneath the cliff, there's multiple of those long serpentine figures moving under the pile of rocks. But what you also see is covered with some gravel and some smaller rocks, kind of sitting in the middle area, right about here. One of those rocks is a tablet with writing on it, much like the one you first started with in this room with.
I'll set the torch on the ground for a moment and use my mage hand to grab it and pull it back.
Make me a sleight of hand check and add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Okay. I'm not proficient, so that'd just be with the spellcasting modifier then. Oof.
Your magical hand does find it. It does grab onto it, does pull it away. But as it pulls it away, it leaves behind a hole where it had been kind of slotted in, and there is immediately a fanged maw screaming in that hole.
I came back. Sorry.
Any other actions or anything, Azur?
I'm assuming it was my action to do that.
Yeah, it would have been.
Does this look any different from the other ones that we already fought, or just more of the same?
You can only kind of see its face, but it looks about the same.
Okay, I'm not going to bother casting Hex on it then. I will just steel myself against its attack.
Alright. As it comes out, it's going to sinuously slither out from the hole that was made from it, and it's going to lunge. Now I'm going to figure out who it lunges at. Kovash. Kovash, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
You may choose to move. Alright. You can dodge. You can choose to move up one space, down one space, or stay where you.
Move the torch out of the way.
You see this coming. There was a hiss in time. You sidestep out of the way, but the snake's momentum pulls him right into Ryukin.
Come at me, bro.
Does 15 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Your monk friend pulls out of the way as this good 6-foot long snake lunges up over the cliff and tries to sink its fangs into you, and they clink and clatter off of you. And now it is your turn in reprisal.
Snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes? What I'm going to do is I'm going to fend it off with my longsword, essentially using the help action to help Kovash and grant him advantage on his next attack.
Alright, and you do so.
And that will be my turn.
Kovash, it is your turn.
Okay. So, where did this snake come from since I was AFK?
Sorry. It was in the pile of rocks here. Gideon managed to investigate a bit and he found a tablet. When he pulled it out, the snake lunged out from the.
Okay. So is that one snake still in me?
I mean, it's
Can I
hard to.
sense it in me?
You still feel like crap.
Okay, well, I'll destroy this one.
Make an attack, and your first one does have advantage because Ryukin is helping you. Roll that damage. You smack it with your staff. It takes a hefty chunk of damage. Its jaw kind of, you push it and its jaw cracks against the stone beneath it, but it's not dead.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and hit it with an unarmed attack.
The 10 will not hit, unfortunately.
Do I still have advantage?
Help only is on the first attack, I believe. Double check.
That's correct.
That's correct.
So yeah, unfortunately, you used it on the first one.
I thought help was on it on the attack action.
And you're when you
It
take the
says
attack.
just first attack.
Okay.
Yes.
Any
Otherwise you-
movement.
Sit there and help your fighter friend as he wails on someone with his 50 attacks.
Did you want to move at all, Wintertide?
No. I will spend let's see here.
Mila's on deck.
No, I don't.
All right, Mila, it is your turn.
Me will use his free object interaction to flip his lantern back to 30-30. He's taking about 15 feet forward towards the mummy.
Is that right?
That's fine. And he takes pieces out of his component pouch for a specific spell and transmutes them into chalk as he writes a very short equation out and casts flame at the mummy.
Oh no. Let's see.
That's somebody's mummy, you know.
My mummy soon.
I get it.
You complete the spell. The fire bolt singes forward, hits him. The bandages and cloth on his chest catch, and he begins to smolder and howl, and it's inhumanly disturbing how loud it is. His hands let go. Your mage hand is able to fully wrest the tablet from his grip, and he's not dead, but you watch as, screaming, he falls back into the darkness and is seen no more.
Victory is mine, Horatio. I mean, Pebble.
Hello.
And that will end my turn as I bring the tablet closer to me.
Pebble, it is your turn.
You know what? I think I'm gonna throw some acid at that spider web.
You're gonna need to get a bit closer.
Closer. Yeah, I figured as much. Fuck, I'm not gonna get close enough, I think.
What's the range of that spell you're looking at?
It is 10. So fuck. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, not with that one in particular, I'm afraid. You could dash again to get closer to it if you wanted.
You know what? I'm gonna take my time on this one, and just prepare an attack just in case.
All right, we're back to Gideon then.
Alright, seeing as how, just like in the last adventure, Eldritch Blast is not doing me any favors, I am going to close the very short gap and try to thwack it with my staff.
The 1-2 punch. Let's see it.
Oof. No.
No. You're not as bad off feeling as Gorvash is right now, but you try to bring the quarterstaff down, and the snake comically turns into an S, and your hit just kind of glances the stone beneath.
I hiss angrily at it. That's my turn.
Roll intimidation.
I can read a lot of languages. Unfortunately, I can't speak a lot of languages.
He's
Harry Potter.
anti-illiterate.
Okay, your intimidation there would have maybe made him more likely to attack one of the other two, but you failed, so he's going to go for the target that last tried to hit him. So I'm assuming 21 hits your AC.
Yes, it does.
So let's do the same thing. You roll a hit dice for me.
I'm going to interpose with my shield.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to re-roll that. Does 15 hit?
15 just misses.
I got you, Gideon!
With a very satisfying metal clank as the snake tries to lunge at Gideon, Ryukin smashes it with his shield and it kind of pushes him almost back down the cliff.
Thank you, my friend.
Just doing my job.
And we're back to you, Ryukin. Yeah, well, let's do Ryukin first.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically what he does is he just protects people and gives them opportunities to attack. So again, I'm going to fend off of it with my longsword to give Kovash an opportunity to strike, get his/her revenge. I don't know what kind of character Kovash is, a female. But
It's a
yes, I
shadow.
will use. Okay, I will use the help action, so Kovash may have advantage.
Kovash has advantage. It is now their turn.
I'll try to finish off this stupid snake thing.
Yes, that will hit. The snake can't turn into an S and dodge you as you just kind of take the very butt of your staff and click its skull.
And then I'll unarm attack it.
It's dead.
Oh, you didn't say it was dead.
Sorry, I thought crushing its skull in was effective enough.
I'll kill it. I'll unarm attack it with good measure. No, but okay, I guess that's the end of my turn. I don't see anything.
Mila, we're back to you. Do you want to look at the tablet before you do anything else?
Yes.
Okay, it's another small stone. Kind of fits in your hand. It kind of looks like it's broken off of a bigger piece. It is written Celestial, which you read, right?
Correct.
It just has a 2 words written on there. In hesitation. This will fit into the first line of the riddle.
Okay. It thrives in hesitation. Well, let's not hesitate then. And he'll run towards the north.
You run over in that direction and you see another cliff. This one comes up a bit, about 5 feet, and onto this upper raised platform, you see a pedestal that might have once held a piece of tablet that is missing.
I guess we'll have to guess at that one. And that will end my turn.
Roll just a straight intelligence check. There's some disturbance. There's some signs of scruffle, damage to the pedestal. Something might have taken it. Might have been drug away or something like that.
Oh, well, I'll see to that next turn.
Pebble, back to you.
Oh shit, I left Pebble.
I'm okay. I am right here. And you know what? I am going to go ahead and transform myself into a giant spider.
Okay.
Jesus.
Wow, that giant spider made an explosion of light.
Oh geez, why does it have that much?
Probably has some sort of blind sight.
It has all players see light unchecked.
I see all.
Make sure that only he can control it.
Yes, I have access to it, and that's why I can see it.
Okay,
I'm not
well,
on GM, but I can fix that.
so, yeah, let me. Alright, did
There
that
you
fix it?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, but you can control the spider, Pebble?
Yes.
Alright, so your tiny gnome form crumples in upon itself and then becomes astronomically much bigger than the gnome normally is. And you have multiple legs, multiple fangs, and you're a big scary spider.
This is gonna be a cheat, but I just moved 25 feet. Can I move another 30?
No, the
Oh.
movement forms it just becomes a percentile, correct, Thuzzle?
What do you mean?
He already used 100% of his movement, so he's used 100% of the spider's movement.
Correct.
From here, can I use web sense?
Let me look at that. While in contact with the web, the spider knows the exact location of any other creature. Okay, that's... Yeah, there are a lot of other creatures in this web, and I'm gonna make them revealed now.
You're friendly, right? No, you're a different spider. You're
So yeah, there's a lot of spiders in this web, and that's your turn.
And you said you were fine, so nobody's coming to check.
Gideon.
Okay, I am going to read that tablet first of all.
I can see it. All right, let's see. This is the... This one is in Primordial, but you can read every language, right?
Yes.
This will fit into the third line of the riddle, and it says, end a nature.
Well, that's spooky. Um,
Rumor.
I'm gonna swing around the corner a little bit here and fire an Eldritch Blast at that cave-in that's blocking the way. See if I can get a little bit of it to fall out.
Definitely. Add your demolition skill to it. Alright, this will be interesting. You once again point the magic, and this one's more accurate than the last one, although it is still a giant bunch of rocks. You blast it, and it does knock a good chunk of them out of the wall. You can see further back into there is light back in this tapered area back there. But as you clear it, even though there's no active cave-in or something going on, rocks fall from the ceiling and cover that hole right back up.
Does it seem like there was loose rock up there that did that, or did it seem like that was like some sort of a magical reaction to
These pieces of rock kind of dripped out of a solid ceiling.
Okay. If I can I try that again up close and just try to dive through the hole while it's open?
Let's see. I will let you do that if you take a level of exhaustion.
Not worth stressing out over. I can get a chance to do it next round.
Alright, so that's all from you.
Yeah, I'll just move up for now.
Ryukin, we're up to you.
Alright, well, the snakes are gone. Kind of looking at what Gideon's doing, kind of looking at Mila. Mila's pretty much got himself, or herself, covered. Kovash, you doing alright?
Am I doing?
Yeah, again, you're doing pretty fine. You have no problems. You just feel like a part of you is not really there anymore. It's like your left kidney, just gone.
That's all. That's all I basically.
Alright. Well, call me if you need more help. I'm going to see what Gideon's up to. I'm going to stand over here next to Gideon. Kind of watch him do his thing. Kind of hype him up. You can do it! I believe!
Take a D2 inspiration die, Gideon. Kovash, it's your turn.
Watch that make the difference between diving through the hole and getting crushed to death.
I head this way and follow and watch.
Yeah, you'll see much the same thing. The Eldritch Blast really destabilized a lot of this wall, and every time some stuff clatters to the ground or a new hole opens up, the ceiling is producing more rocks to fill.
And then I back up. Because that thing's probably all going to come down. And I say that. It's probably all going to come down.
Mila.
Mila would like to spend his full turn investigating this situation with the missing tablet, trying to see if he can find where it was taken or by whom.
All right, give me an investigation check. Okay, and then roll nature for me. You spend your time looking at the clues you kind of noticed last time. There's definitely things dragging, like drag marks, scuffs on the ground. As you follow them, maybe more down this way, you see the tracks of bodies that are distinctly serpentine, following from this ledge down to below this cliff here into this dark, pocketed area.
I wonder where they gone. I know where they went. He has no clue. And
Pebble, it is your turn.
Do I speak spider?
I don't think so.
I would go with DM discretion on that.
Let's
I
see.
mean, you are the creature. You retain your intelligence, but you are the...
Right. He speaks it with an accent. You don't. Spiders don't speak. They don't have a language like that. But you feel like if you really wanted to, you could try to convey a message through other means.
If I could convey a message, it would have to be something around the means of the master has asked me to get the tablets, move out of the way.
Something that complicated is going to be difficult, but I will let you roll a persuasion check.
Okay, how about something easier? Master want tablet. Out way. But persuasion,
You do get to keep Pebble's persuasion, that you keep his
Yeah.
charisma.
oh fuck.
Pebble has more than the spider, right?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Yes.
What is your charisma bonus for Pebble?
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's 0.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Even though I changed my name, it's the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So you're really that bad at it. You try to convey that message. All of these spiders are pointedly looking at you, and they're not moving out of the way immediately.
Then I'm going to spider walk around this area right here.
You have moved. Anything else?
One second. The spider can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings without blah blah blah. Web walker. If I use my web, no wait, that's 5'6". That's too far away. No wait, web is 30 to 60 feet. So if I use my web on, would that work?
Let's see.
Because this is difficult terrain right here.
Yeah, those rocks aren't to the ceiling. They're more like a pile on the ground. I'd say you could try and stick the torches with web. I don't think you're Spider-Man and can pull it back that easy.
But I could probably drag it out.
Yeah, I would say if you want to, you can cover that area with your web.
Do I have to press the web? I'm guessing so.
Yeah, I would go ahead. Alright, let me see 1 second.
I'll explain recharge real quick. So at the beginning of your next turn, Pebble, roll 1d6, and on a 5 or a 6, you get your web back to use again.
Okay, so when it's my turn again. All right.
Okay, you use your web and you kind of thread the needle a bit, and you get your web is now covering this area. So we'll move on to Gideon now.
Okay, now to test my reflexes. I'm gonna try to blast an opening and dive.
Give me 1 second, sorry. Do you see that reddish web in the
Yeah.
end?
Yeah, I see
You
it.
should be able to control it. Alright, so you blast, you make a very good sized crater in there. You could move through if you want to. You want to try and dive?
Yes, I do.
It's gonna be an acrobatics check.
Can I add that D2 inspiration?
Yeah, let's do it.
I believe.
You take as much of a running leap as you can and try and dolphin dive through this hole. You get through. Some of the rocks do come down and smash into your legs and your thigh and ankles and stuff. So I'm gonna roll. You take 3 bludgeoning damage, but you do clear it and you come ungracefully onto the other side.
I'm fine, lads. Nothing to worry about.
Now, I will say your torch is on the other side.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So, is that it from you?
If I have any movement left, I'll approach 2 torches that I see by the wall there.
I'd say you have 10 feet of movement left.
Okay, I'll do that then.
But are they lit?
They are very, very dim. They're lit very dimly. These torches you might have all noticed. They're immortal. They're always burning, but they're very dim when they're on the wall. When someone picks them up, they kind of flare up to life a bit. But they're enough lighting for you to see as these walls taper down into these crevices. There's a downward slope and a cliff and a further downward slope. And waiting back in here is a hole that's so deep you can't see a bottom to it.
Well, that should be fun. It is always lit.
Alright, Kovash, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this torch and go through the hole that he went through.
Alright, the hole by now has mostly
I'll just leave
closed
the
up.
torch. So I can't get through?
Not through that one. If you want to, you could try to Super Saiyan punch through the wall. I would allow.
Wouldn't it risk just bringing it all?
Yeah, I probably would, but you could definitely do an attempt.
I will not attempt that.
Noted. Do you have any actions?
Nope, I'm just going to continue to watch.
Ryukin.
I think Kovash has got the right idea here. Let's just kind of not punch through the wall and cause a cave-in. This rubble field here, is it like stacked up to the ceiling?
Yeah, this one goes. It's Harry Potter Chamber of the Secrets. It's a total cave.
Okay. I'm just gonna shout out, "Let us know if you need us, Gideon."
That should be all right.
Just kind of hang out here with Kovash.
Mila.
Mila's gonna try and continue to follow the tracks of the snakes and everything. And he bumps into Kovash. And that's his turn.
Alrighty. Giant spider. It is your turn, giant spider.
Pebble?
I have to roll that 1d6, you said?
Yes.
Nice.
You get your web back.
Nice, so I get to bring one of the torches with me.
Let's do this. Make an athletics check with the spider's athletics.
How do I do in athletics with a spider? Oh wait, oh, there it is. Is that
Oh, wow.
good?
It had this skill.
It does.
I don't know if that's good or not.
It's not amazing. You're not gonna get everything all the way out, and I apologize, but moving the individual things in that region is gonna be hard because it's all a stacked mesh. But we'll just say everything that's not nailed down in this alcove down here, you begin to pull with you. I'd say it gets about halfway, so that the torches are about in here, and that's as far as you'll get this turn.
Okay. That's fine, that's all.
However, doing that has made the other denizens of the web angry. So is that the rest of your turn?
Well, since it made them angry, I should probably, I'm gonna climb this part of the wall right here. Whoops. This part of the wall right here. And I am going to prepare a... What's the word I'm looking for? Prepare an attack, in case they're attacking me.
Alright, noted. So now we're going to move on to the spider's turn.
Sure hope you're immune to poison.
I'm a spider.
I don't know. I'm sure spiders die of poison.
They're all creeping forward slowly, methodically. These are much smaller spiders than you are, but they are definitely coming at you. Let's see. What's your reach? Do you? Reach 5 feet.
Don't forget, I'm on the wall.
That's true.
They're
I would
probably on the
say.
ground.
Yeah, I would say if you want to, you could make kind of a divey lungy attack at this one.
Dive Elon G.
A diving lungy type of attack.
All I got is a bite. That's all I got.
Yeah. It's bite, but with flavor.
Give me flavor.
I don't think you're comprehending what he's trying to say.
No, I don't.
Do you have... it's just your attack, but with a story to it. So the lunge
It's a bite,
is-
but you're diving first and then biting into them. It's thematic.
I jump on the spider and I bite his head off.
Hold on, a squared, b squared. Let's see, I'm gonna have to calculate that. So let's see, I will say a 14 definitely hits. So that dealt 15 damage is a lot. Let's see, they have to make a DC 11 Constitution.
But are they immune to poison?
They are not.
That's both good and bad.
Okay, so they do make their con save, so that's just the 6 damage, right?
Half as much on a successful one, so they get 4 from the poison.
Okay, so so total of 10 damage is actually quite enough, and even though you didn't poison him, you sink your teeth into these spiders, and this one...
I just hiss at them and, how do you say, use a bit of intimidation?
Noted.
Can I do it?
Not in this instance, since that was a delayed action.
That's fine. That's fine.
So Gideon, we're back to you.
Okay, I'm going to approach one of those torches and pull it free from the...
Okay, you can do so. I'm gonna make that bright for you. One sec. Alright, so you should be able to move it now.
Okay, I'm going to approach that hole. I'm going to relight my own torch, since I get the sense that these things dim when you're not holding them. And I'll drop my own torch lit down the hole and see how far it goes before I either A, lose sight of the flame, or B, it hits the bottom.
You drop your torch and you look down there. The light continues to diminish and diminish and diminish until you can't see it anymore. And you keep listening, and you listen for as long as you may, and you never hear it hit the bottom.
That's no good. Got a bit of a bottomless pit here, fellows.
I don't know what to tell you.
Make me either an intelligence check, unskilled, or a religion check.
I'm not skilled in religion, so just intelligence.
You remember, perhaps, that this trial was the trial of the heart, the one to make sure that you have the heart of a warrior.
Dive in.
I am considering diving in, but I do want to make sure that my companions are safe, so I shall tarry around a bit longer and make sure that everyone is doing well.
Let's move on to Ryukin then.
Bottomless pit, you say?
Slight oopsie. It seems I may have actually crossed over onto this side while still holding onto the tablet. You may need that.
Uh, 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 He's just gonna facepalm. By the way, where's the gnome?
Over that way.
I'm unable to see you guys' light sources. Ryukin, can you see as far as
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have a. If you click on someone and press Control L, you can see the light.
Correct.
Oh, that's wonderfully useful.
Oh, yes, it is.
I'm just kind of looking around. Where's the gnome? No answer.
No one's
Uh,
gonna kill because he's a spider.
Well, I hope he's all right.
He was eaten by a spider.
Get it!
I'll say, well, Gideon, I don't know what to do, but I trust it to your care. I'm just gonna be on guard for snakes or any other fiend lurking in the darkness.
Okay, before we move on to Kovash, I'm going to do something narrative here.
The rocks.
As you all watch, this rock wall begins to slide forward. It's not a wall, it's a conjoined pile of rubble. But even as you watch, it slides, moving forward as if on a pseudopod. And Ryukin, you were standing right by it, and you watch it go. Gideon, the wall that you passed through is coming much, much closer.
Can I use
Is
my
it going to
reaction
push me
to...
into the hole?
Sorry, two things at once there. Ryukin, what were you saying?
Can I use my reaction to kick one of the rocks?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Unarmed would be strength 1 plus 3. 17.
All right, that's gonna hit. Sorry for the awkward movement. You kick it, and its attention turns to you. The other half of the rocks continue to move towards Gideon, but this half of the rock turns towards you and is angry.
I've angered the rocks!
Sorry, Kovash, it is your turn. You just watched a rock wall split in half and start slithering towards Gideon.
You know, normal stuff you see every day.
I'll run up to it and just, I guess, hit the freaking rocks as hard as I can. Like I'm playing golf. My quarterstaff.
Yeah, go ahead and let's see some attack.
And then, let's see.
And sorry, which half are you attacking? This one or that one?
The one that moved.
Technically, they both moved.
Oh. Damn. I'm not gonna get pinched by it, so I will hit here.
That hits.
Do I roll damage?
Yeah, let's roll damage for the purposes of this. You hit it.
And then I'll unarmed strike it. No. I'm not gonna unarmed strike it. I'm not gonna break my foot.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope. Well, I will back. Well, I will back.
Does the rock get an attack of opportunity? And we'll say no. Mila, it is your turn.
Mila suddenly remembers about Pebble and thinks he might be in trouble, so he's going to take a dash action.
Which will you choose,
Suddenly
Pebble or the
remembers.
rocks?
Suddenly remembers.
Oh shit, giant spider!
I just wave at Mila.
End my turn.
Alright. Giant spider.
This is how allies kill each other.
I jump onto the next spider and I bite him.
Yeah, that will do. Oh yeah, and he fails. So once again, another spider just obliterated. Do you want to continue to draw back your web, or you just attack?
Can I do that even though I use an action to, kill him off?
Yeah, we'll say for free. Let's go ahead and let you do it.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Do I roll?
Yeah, let's do another athletics check like you did before.
Okie doke.
That's better. Yeah, you can drag the web out. You get it over here. I'm going to delete it because it's. But you get it in here, and you've finished drugging your net. Inside, you have a payload of torches, some of the smaller rocks and pebbles that are in there. There's bones, human bones. There's spider cartilage, dead spider type things, and there's a rock tablet.
I'm sorry, what was that last one?
A stone tablet.
Ah, okay. I just kick it behind towards, Mila.
Reflex save.
Boosh! Ow!
Alright. And now we're going to do the small spideys. Unless you want to retreat it.
Attack of opportunity?
They're not close enough to threaten you. You could move. However, you're not, given your size, you are not able to fit through this.
Even if I crawl sideways?
No, you are. This is a tight enough gap that only a normal sized person can squeeze through.
I'm going to hide right here if I could.
You hide right there and you fit perfectly.
And you've exposed Mila to the spider people.
I put my two, hands or something like that right on top of my head and point towards the spiders that are on their way.
Save me, says the giant spider.
The spiders advance, and maybe they're not as terrifying as they might otherwise be in the face of the big spider, but they're still creepy. They're beings of almost darkness, and as one, these three spiders in unison march towards you, I need both you and Giant Spider to make a wisdom saving.
Is there a save for spiders? I don't think there is a save.
It would be yours.
Just regular wisdom, I guess.
What's your Are you proficient in wisdom saves? Probably not.
Yes.
What's your
wisdom
druid
he is.
Oh,
I am.
and what's your wisdom modifier? Probably 3.
2 actually. I'm almost at 3.
D20 plus 4.
Yeah, I just clicked it off of his sheet. Is that's cool with you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. No problem.
So yeah, both of you managed to resist the frightening presence of the 3 spooky, scary spiders tip-tapping towards you in unison.
Scary, spooky skeletons.
Gideon, we move back to you, and you are in a pickle as these rocks are moving towards you, and despite the necessity of turn order, they're not stopping. They're moving straight towards you as if to close you.
And I have a conundrum. Do I consider it more a warrior's heart to dive into that tunnel, or to stand by my allies in this time of danger? And I'm going to, for the moment, swing around and try to... do I get the sense that these tablets are fairly sturdy?
They're definitely, they can take a little bit of a beating. They're not like indestructible. You have seen that the one you're holding is a little bit broken around the edges.
I'm going to trust in Kovash's reflexes. I'm going to swing around till I have an opening and do a gentle underhand lob to toss it to her.
Let's get a dexterity save from Kovash.
Okay. Hmm.
Ooh. The tablet comes throwing, like, hurtling through the air at you, and you were just kind of attacking a rock wall, which is not a good Tuesday. So, despite your monk training, you only just realize that the tablet's coming to you as it's coming towards the ground. You managed to get your hand there enough to make it not smash the ground, but you didn't quite catch it.
Was
Okay.
that my action to throw it?
I'm gonna give that a team play, free object interaction type thing. You can do another action if you want.
I am going to... I'm just going to bash this thing with my staff. Why not?
Noted. Yeah, that'll hurt. Roll damage. You take your staff and you smack it, and a lot of the rocks, more than you think, come loose and kind of clatter to the ground. But just like before, new rocks kind of start to appear and take their. I need you. We're going to move on to Ryukin next, but at the end of your turn, make an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay. You feel a force lift you off your feet, and it moves you here, but that's the end of your. We're back to Ryukin.
All right. I'm gonna move like this.
So, real quick, sorry. Your detect magic is at will. It's not always on.
Yes,
No,
that
I can't.
will.
Oh,
Okay, sorry. Ryukin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move like that. Get on this side. And I'm just gonna bring out the longsword. I'm gonna buy my buddy some time here. So I'm going to attack with my longsword. Oh, dang.
And you're hitting this rock pile?
Yeah, that rock pile.
That's some damage. Are you gonna smite it, or are you sufficient with that?
I don't feel like Divine Smite is really my goal here. My goal is to just kind of buy Gideon some time. As awesome
Okay.
as that would be. But I'm actually going to do this. And the first thing, that bonus action to shove.
You're going to shove the rocks prone.
I'm going to shove it 5 feet away, essentially. Just kind of like get behind my shield and shove it away from you.
That's a contested athletics check, right?
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics. Wow.
All right. You really dig your sword in there, and you use it not really to do damage, but more for leverage as you then bring your shield around. And you send the rock sliding away.
Buy you some time, Gideon!
Out of curiosity, the rocks coming from the ceiling to replenish it, are they coming always directly over it, or are they coming from that place where they originally were?
They're coming from their current locations, so the rocks are not continuing to fall.
Okay, that's good to know.
And that was all you can do, Ryukin?
Yeah, I used all my movement, bonus action, and action. Yep, I'm done.
Kovash.
Mm. I'm just curious whether I could pull Gideon out.
You can definitely try.
Okay, I'll attempt it.
So you're gonna run closer and try and grab Gideon. And it's weird. Nothing is physically holding him. He's just kind of stiff-necked up in the middle of... Make me an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh. You tug, and as a monk, you're not the physically strongest of individuals, but Gideon comes with you, and you both suddenly, with the release of tension, tumble backwards as he clatters back to the ground.
Can I drag him?
Yeah, you can drag him with half. You can move both of you together at half your move speed.
How much movement do you have left?
I moved from...
So you moved 30 feet.
50 feet left.
Oh, right. That was your goal. So you can move 25 feet with Gideon. Sorry.
Alright, is that as far as you wanted to go?
It's as far as I can go.
Given that you're trying to keep him away from the rocks, right? Assuming.
Yep.
I'll say you put him there. Right, Mila, it's your turn.
Mila's gonna slowly back away, his hand bracing against the wall in the choke point that he's found himself in, as he hurriedly takes more components for Chalk and writes out the same spell again, firing off a fire. At disadvantage anyway, and doesn't hit to end his turn.
Yep.
Thanks for the help.
Giant spider.
I'm helping.
Oh boy. Well, guess I'm gonna crawl up the wall and do another bite.
Unfortunately, that 8 will not hit either, so I'm going to place you there. You missed. Is there any other other actions you want to do? You cannot move away.
Cannot move away, eh?
Correct.
Oh.
Don't forget to recharge your web if you've used it. I don't remember if you did or not.
I have to recharge it, eh?
You haven't used your web again, I don't think.
No, he's just been dragging the old one back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't really need it anymore because I gave it the tablet to Mila.
But you could use it to stop the other. Oh no, wait, they're spiders too.
Yeah.
So that's it from you?
Yeah, I can't do much.
Alright, what's that spider's AC?
It is 14.
Alright.
I'm sorry, what? 41?
I think he was
Uh,
rolling for the 3 separate spiders.
Correct.
Okay. So I get attacked.
You get attacked by 2 of them. Let me see real quick. Okay, so a spider's hit die is a d10, so roll me 2d10 plus 2.
Plus 2 is 16.
Alright, sorry, 1 second. My roll 20 just shut off.
Quick, everybody grab all the loot.
Nice. So sorry, you said it's a 16?
Plus 2, yeah, 16.
And the giant spider has...
I have no idea what his hit points is. It just says 4d10 plus 4.
Alright, the average of a d10 is a 6, right?
Yes.
A normal giant spider has 26 hit points.
So you are down to 10 hit points on your spider form.
Right on.
As we move back to Gideon.
I just noticed that 2 of them are gone and there's only 1 left.
Yeah, it's the one that missed. The other 2 did what the snake over there did. As they bit you, they turned into darkness and slipped into the spider body.
Okay, I couldn't see that.
It's a good way to avoid the temporary hit point loss.
Yeah.
Back to Gideon.
Okay, let's keep this train wreck going. I'm going to move to the other section of rock and take a swing at that and try to basically do that as I'm running by towards the pillar again.
All right.
Oof, second one tonight.
For this purpose, you miss, but we'll say that as destabilized, this would have happened at the end of your turn anyway. Make another athletics check, this time with disadvantage because of the critical fail. Oh, it doesn't matter. You once again feel a force try to lift you off your feet, but this time you break through it and keep.
Well, wasn't my athletics at disadvantage?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. So,
Psych.
Fair's
be
fair.
honest,
If it happened the other way
this is
around, I'd
fun.
want it.
forgive me. Yeah, you're right. You You do not break through it. Once again, you are lifted up off of your feet by an invisible force, and you are pulled back this way.
Now, was that at the end of my turn that happened? Because I was going to keep moving past it.
Okay, let's see. How far would you have got? I would say it would stop you then, like there. Was that it from you?
Yeah, that was it.
Ryukin.
So it pulled him away from the pit thing?
Sorry, he was trying to keep running by it. The force sort of scruffed him and caught him there before he could get all the way.
Alright. I'm debating jumping inside that bottomless pit.
The floor is yours.
I think for now, I'll just stand here next to Kovash. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack it. I'm gonna
Go
swing
for
my longsword around. I'm gonna just say, "Leave my friend alone!" Yeah.
Alright. Roll the damage on that.
Okay.
Okay. So you didn't hit. It's a rock wall, so it can't really dodge, so I'm just gonna say it did like half damage. So you did 1 point of damage.
Leave my friend alone.
Alright. And we're then back to Kovash.
Hmm. Can I see anything going on? In this
Can you
distance?
see?
Yeah. Although it's happening with the spider.
With the spider, no, you shouldn't be able to see that. You can see Mila, but you can't see around that.
I can hear anything going on, right? Fighting, whatever.
You hear spider noises.
Spider noises.
Probably a big spider.
I'm gonna move. Okay, what do I see now?
You can see a very large spider and a very small spider fighting each.
Kill them both.
Anyone feel like dying again, please?
I mean, technically you wouldn't die, you'd just turn back into Pebble.
Right.
What's the distance? I was here.
You were by Ryukin, yeah.
Oops. The tab closed out again. Okay, that's 25. I can move 40 feet this round. And then I throw. I'll throw a dart at it.
Which one?
The big one closest. The one that looks like the scare of the two.
Mila will shout out, "No! That's a good person. I think it saved me."
Do you still hit him with that warning?
What? No, I already threw it.
Alright, roll damage.
They wouldn't even know which one I'm throwing it at anyway. So that's actually metagaming.
It's pretty smart to assume you'd go for the big giant one that
Yeah,
is obscuring the tiny.
and pretty much Mila already told you.
No one told me anything. I was already throwing it.
Well, you take
Whatever.
You take 4 damage, Megabyte, so that's you're down to 6.
Thanks.
Mila.
Megabyte, when you reach 0 in your whatever form, you just revert back to Pebble.
Yeah, I know, but I prefer to stay in spider form as long as I can.
Okay, weirdo.
Mila's gonna make a running dash past Ryukin and place the 2 tablets right next to him as he dives into the inky abyss. Whee!
Alright, so Ryukin, you are greeted to the professor running full tilt past you, politely depositing 2 tablets by you, and then jumping off.
It's Meatloaf Day at the cafeteria!
Wait, what are you doing?
Mila, you jump, and you sink into darkness, and you're falling. Free falling. They don't do, jumping out of airplanes in this world, but if they did, this is what it would feel like, you'd think.
Oh,
You're
I
just-
don't like this. Oh no. I can't feel my stomach.
You fall and keep falling. You, for a moment, forget if you ever were doing anything except falling for your entire life. And then you wake up. You are here, back where you started, and in your hand is the 4th tab.
Sorry.
Giant spider.
Disengage and run away.
You have run away as giant spider. Gideon.
Am I able to move?
You would have to break a grapple.
I will attempt to do so.
Athletics or acrobatics.
I'll do acrobatics this time, why not? Nope.
You try and wiggle free, but no, it's holding pretty firm. Roll charisma. Your patron, the connection that you share, does speak with you a bit. As you are being held by this, you get an inkling that there's magic here that's not terribly dissimilar from yours.
Interesting.
Ryukin.
Well, first off, he's gonna say, Professor, no! You fool! And then he's gonna turn around to try and help Gideon. And then like, wait, Professor? I'm gonna try and I don't know, do I need to be like right next to Gideon to help him get out of this grapple?
You don't gotta be right next to him. You were what, like right here?
Yeah, I was right here.
I'd say if you like move there, you'd be fine.
Alright. I'm gonna move there and I'm gonna help Gideon escape whatever magical force is tying him down. Maybe kick some rocks if I have to.
Let's do athletics.
All right. Athletics. Well, there it is.
It's enough. You reach out, and Gideon, your coat's getting kind of wrinkled at this point. This is the second person that has scruffed you and sort of yanked you out of an invisible. You have freed Gideon. What else do you wish to do?
And tell him, run! Fly, you fools!
I will do so when it's my turn.
And that's it.
All
I
right,
cannot act out of order, my friend.
Kovash. Wintertide, your turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking. We'll pull back. Let's see. Up to here.
All right, you have come upon the professor.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, Mila, it is your turn. You are still kind of sick.
No. And I go towards Gideon. And hand him the tablet. Is he safe now from the rocks?
He is currently feet on the ground.
Okay, good. I pat him on the shoulder and hand him the tablet to translate. And that ends my turn.
Okay, let me pull that up real quick. So this was the one you got from the hole. It is in giant. It will fit the second line, and it says, so resist. Giant spider. Moogaboot. Hello? Am I dying? Is Discord dying?
I can hear
I
you.
hear you.
No, sorry, that was me. Don't know what to do here. Winter, you do know that the gnome is a spider now, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
When everyone
Growl.
was like, "Stop!" as the dart was sunken.
Whoopsie!
I just ran away from it. So
All right, we'll move on to. Or did you want to do anything, Megabyte? Sorry.
Don't really know what's going on here so far.
Okay, we'll just move on to Gideon then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now free from the grip of whatever again. Just real quick, because I am now kind of curious, I will go ahead and use Detect Magic again and see if I can get a sense of what's powering these stones.
You turn Detect Magic on, and it's kind of like one of those bad cartoons about X-rays where you can suddenly see like a full skeleton behind the. Within the pile of these rocks, and within the other one, there's skeleton type figures, humanoid type faces, structures made out of raw magic, Shadowfell, evil death magic type stuff. It's just the piles are full of.
Now that I'm holding onto a tablet, I'm a little worried about staying in melee range, but I am going to try my best to indicate to the others where I see that and say, strike there, 'tis at the heart of the stones. And I will then backpedal towards the pedestal.
You may do so, and as you move away, you see the many spiritual arms stretch out of the wall and try to futilely grasp at you, but you get. We will move on to Ryukin.
Doesn't say if Divine Sense is an action. Oh, there it is. As an action. Thanks, Roll20. I'll just paste that in there. Okay, so we said strike there. So I'm gonna, okay, if you say so. And I'm going to take my longsword and slice into it. After I step here. Step close to Mila. Be like, stand fast, Professor! To me! Yeah!
You're not on a horse.
Quiet, you.
Roll damage.
Oh, yeah.
You've got 2 coconuts. It's the next best thing.
I was thinking the same thing.
What does a horse have to do with anything? I just said to me. Stand fast.
I think it was the hiya after it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oof. Oof.
you feel the ground move beneath your feet.
As the walls reassemble, apparently.
I'm sorry. As you stab into them, you stab right where he tells you to, and infused with the latent divine magic that your sword is, they recoil. They slither back towards where they were, defeated, their prize stolen out from under them, and they reform, the wall sealing back where it was.
And I kind of
Creepy wall.
bang my sword against my shield and bow towards them as if you were a worthy opponent.
The wall?
Yes.
The wall. The wall's a worthy opponent.
Yes, it tested my strength, and
Have you ever beaten a wall?
I've
I don't know. I said
beaten my head against the wall, but I've never beaten the wall.
I've been in a wall with a big hammer.
Alright, we are out of initiative now. You have the floor.
Mila will whisper to Ryukin, how much XP is a giant spider?
What's XP?
God damn it!
I've heard about that. I saw it on the television.
Alright, Mila will ask Ryukin to get the tablets to Gideon.
Ah, yes, of course. Don't know exactly where they are, but I picked them up. I guess I was supposed to grab these, wasn't I? My apologies. I'm come holding tablets. Behold, these commandments. Here.
The Clumandments. Yes, I've heard of them.
You can take them, and I believe you handed 2 of them to him, but one of the ones you gave him was not translated yet. This is the one that goes in the final line. It is interestingly, in Dwarven. It's a pretty vanilla language compared to the other ones, but it says a flood won't harm.
Well, I'm gonna be going on the wall now.
Once again before you, the Master appears, forming out of shadow in the middle of the dais. He will tell you the final line of the riddle. He will enunciate it. Now guard your heart and name this villain.
I'm gonna put my shield over my heart. That's all.
What, you don't want to name it?
As he says that, and no answer is immediately forthcoming, the room around you grows darker, and from it you hear the move.
Hear the what?
Oh, fuck.
From the northeast, a zombie, bigger than the one you ever saw, Mila. From the west, a serpent. From the east, a spider. Once again, the Master speaks up. Name this.
You keep cutting out. I can't hear the last bit. What you're saying.
Sorry. Name this villain.
Name this villain.
It should be the last
Is it
line.
Jeremy?
Of the poem.
I believe it's Jeremy.
I am scared of being wrong, but I am more scared of being right.
Is it ourselves? Were we our own enemy?
No.
I'm going to look to everyone, kind of give them the face like, I'm going to make an answer. Please
Go
don't
for it.
hate me if it's wrong.
It's fine.
Is it the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
I'm going to yell out, is it doubt?
It is not. Name this villain that you see before you as the shadows get close.
Is it Fear?
Okay, one by one. The shadows vanish. The room brightens.
I wasn't afraid, though.
Yes, were those supposed to be scary?
Or was I afraid?
The Master smiles, his little Fu Manchu beard twitches. You have proven yourself above the enemy of the heart, fear. As you all fade to darkness.
Just wait for the next trial. In 2 months, 3 months, who knows?
Okay, sorry. Oh, for some reason this map cuts out music. As you fade to darkness, you have completed one trial. There are more to go, and we can continue. However, that ran longer than I thought it was. I'd scheduled this to be until 11. There are more trials. We could do another one and go until midnight, or if y'all want to call it here, I can do another session of this maybe next weekend, whatever works best.
Wouldn't another session be good? Because
Yeah.
what if it runs over?
Yeah, another
Fine
time.
either way.
Another session's fine.
Yeah, it works for me.
Well, I will definitely, they're already made and prepared, so I will just try and schedule this for next week, same time, next Friday, and we will continue on with the Trial of the Mind, which
Yeah.
should hopefully be shorter than.
Well, maybe you could extend it a bit.
Well, there's 2 trials that we have to go through, the mind and then one.
Correct.
So that should be able to fill up the next session. No worries.